Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1 with the title of The Uruf and Adah in Malaysian Politics and History. I'm Siti Nasuha binti Suherman.
And my name is Wardah Zahidah binti Wan Zakaria.
I'm Shukri bin Hassan.
Okay, we proceed to the first part, which is my part. So the meaning of Uruf and Adah means the custom of people in practicing their tradition since maybe the beginning of the time. So we focus to the Arabs community, which is the community of Prophet Muhammad. Okay. Here we can see, for example, the custom and tradition of the Arabs is borrowing items. So actually, Prophet Muhammad SAW and the four righteous caliph actually realized about the custom of people and their tradition, and they actually remain the old tradition and initiating new tradition that not contradict to the Islamic law. So we can say that Uruf and Adah is one of the source in Islamic law. Okay, next we proceed to the Uruf and Adah in Malaysia. For example, we have the attire of baju kurung for Malay Malaysian. So we can say that only Malay Malaysian commonly wear baju kurung in the event or the Eid or Hari Raya. But then maybe Malay maybe Malay race in another country wear another type of attire, right? So we can say that wearing baju kurung is one of the example of the custom and tradition of the Malay Malaysian. Okay, then I will explain about the essential or the principle of the Islamic politics in general, which is three parts or the three elements, which is first one is the Tawhid, and the second one is the Prophet Muhammad SAW as the messenger that explained the Quran and example the Quran. And the next element is we are the viceroy of Allah, which is the Khalifah, and everything will be included in the term paper that we will send to Sir for the next date. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Wardah Zahidah. So we will proceed about Islamic revival in Malaysia, which is during mid-1970s. We know that about the uprising of the organizations which promote Islam as a lifestyle, such as Abib and Perkin. Okay, next we will move to PAS, where PAS itself is a party that observe the Islamic ideology in their party. Okay, so in PAS we have I already briefly explain about three items, which are how they election of the leader, how they regulate their law. Okay, for the election of the leader, they have annually gathering, which is known as muktamar, and through this gathering they will select their leader through shura. And this concept actually have been practiced during the Khulafa ar-Rashidin, where the Caliph Umar he appointed Uthman bin Affan as his successor through the meeting with another Sahabah. Okay, next regulate the law. The PAS really determined to implement hudud in the Malaysia, especially in state that they govern, which is Kelantan. Okay, so that's all.
My name is Shukri, and for my part, I will cover the opinion and respond about the discussion. Okay, there is no argument that the political system implemented during the Prophet and the Great Caliph time is a true politic which are following the real teach of Islam. the process of choosing leader, one of done in the era of the Prophet and Sahabat, is clearly follow the guideline that is mentioned in Al-Quran and Hadith. But after the era of Sahabat, specifically during the era of Abbasid, Umayyad and Ottoman Empire, we know from the history that leader were appointed according through heredity and not the credibility. So we can see that the weakness of the leader in governing their kingdom, which has destructively and affect the Muslim society. The fall of the three empire display leader must be chosen based on the capability. Similarly, it happened in Malay Kingdom during 15-14 century. The kingdom of the Malacca fall to Portuguese. But for the new era of politics, it has been changed a lot. Some leader in past, specifically because we are focusing on past, so some leader in past we are choosing based on their ability to do work and based on their and not based on their status. They try to follow the teaching of the Prophet Muhammad SAW on how to choose the leader, how to manage party, and they put Al-Quran and Sunnah as their reference in making decision. This is the oath that teach by the Prophet before. Before the death of the Prophet, he didn't mention about any name to replace him after he died. So this has been practiced in past in the way that they are choosing their Mushirul Am. Mushirul Am is a leader of the party for the central organization of past party of past. There will be Majlis Shura in between the ulama inside the past. They will discuss and choosing the new party. That party the candidate normally has been chosen based on their ability in religion and also their contribution in country and also in the party. So other than that, we can see some organization that created during Sahabat bring to Malaysia. For example, the Baitul Mal. Baitul Mal is implemented in Malaysia also. The idea of Baitul Mal is very helpful especially to all Muslim in Malaysia. Baitul Mal can be found in every state in Malaysia. So the distribution of the wealth is to the needy is by Baitul Mal is benefit the unfortunate people in order during Sahabat era and during Rasulullah and Sahabat era. Rasulullah become the main source for them. But today, for our world, ulama and also the scholar of Islam will become our main sources. So the scholar and ulama actually they are become the person that in charge in order to give the fatwa, and this fatwa usually will be given based on their knowledge about the Al-Quran and also Hadith Rasulullah SAW. So normally this fatwa will come out if there are no state in the Al-Quran or also in Hadith about the particular problem. The scholar will give their best opinion in order to choose whether this fatwa can be done or cannot be done. Okay, so that's all from us. Thank you.